Hi, I'm Pastor David with Declaration Church, and I don't know how many times you have been really, really thirsty in your life, but I can recall several times in my life where I haven't had enough to drink. I've been really physically exerting myself, and I get to the point where all I can think about is water. All I can think about is getting something to drink. I need something to drink. And whether or not you really actually like water or not, there are times, at least for me, where maybe I don't really feel like drinking water. I'd rather drink something else. But when I take that first sip of water, that first sip, it quenches my thirst like nothing else really ever does. And I remember watching this show. Right now we're trying to work our way through Monk, which is a great show. My wife and I are trying to work our way through Monk. I think we're on season 3, but we're really enjoying this particular show. It's funny. It's a lot of fun. I would recommend it. But we were watching this show. In one episode, he travels out of the country. He takes water with him because he only drinks one brand of water, and it is stolen out of the vehicle that they take to get to the hotel they're staying in. And so he is distraught, and he doesn't drink anything for days. And he gets to the point where when he finally is able to get some water, it's just mad, just passionate drinking of the water. And then you see this last scene in the show, and it cuts to his apartment. They walk through the door, and wall to wall, down the hallway, all the way in every room are stacks of cases of the kind of water that he drinks, because he recognized how much he needed that water. He needed that to quench his thirst. And in our lives, a lot of times we get thirsty for all kinds of things. We start to thirst for excitement or entertainment. We have all these different thirsts and things that we try to quench. And those thirsts sometimes actually leave us even thirstier than we were when we got started, because we go out and we try to quench our thirst for things with those kinds of things that just don't last. It doesn't matter. It doesn't work. It's not going to actually quench our thirst. And spiritually, we run into those same kinds of things. We might think, I need to join a new church. I need to find a new church to be a part of. I need to, I just need to listen to different music. I need to, we start to just try and find all these different things to quench a thirst, when really what we need is more time in the presence of God. Just being in his presence. And I found a verse that really touches on this in Psalm 42. You may be familiar with it if you're pretty familiar with Psalms, but it says this in Psalm 42, verses 1 and 2. As a deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? When am I going to be in your presence again? When am I going to experience you? When do I get the chance to be near and just be with you, oh God? That's really the drive and the thrust behind these verses that we've just read. And there, like I said, there are times in our lives spiritually where we're really thirsty, and we think what we need to fill that thirst, to really quench that thirst, is this teaching or this song or that band or that church or this church or whatever the case may be. And they all leave us wanting, because the only thing that can fill that thirst is God. You might try and fill that thirst with some great new spiritual teaching that's been pushed on TV or social media. You might try and quench that thirst with some more exercise or yoga or any number of different things. But all of those things are going to leave you wanting, because there's only one thing that fulfills and quenches that thirst, and it's actually a relationship and time with God. And so I want to encourage you and challenge you today to take 5 extra minutes, just 5 extra minutes, to just sit and let yourself recognize, acknowledge, and experience the presence of God in your life. Because God is never far from any one of us. He's around all of us all the time. if we just will take the time to acknowledge and recognize him and experience his presence, great things can happen because he's there. We just don't pay attention. And he's ready to quench that thirst. So if this has been a challenge for you, if it's been a encouragement to you, if this is something that you're going to do, you're going to take those 5 minutes, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Share it with somebody that you know could really benefit from that. And then subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Smash the subscribe and the bell so that you're notified when we post new content. I really appreciate you joining us every week, and I hope that you continue to join us going forward. I'll see you next time. As always, I'm Pastor David, and I'm out.